Oh god, I can feel my heart freaking racing. Actually, I can probably see if it's racing. Kind of. That'll make sense in a second. Okay, let's start with the typical feet. Yes, I'm upside down. Live with it. So, people probably remember the old model. Yeah, the feet are pretty much the same. The pants, however, are different. New thing is socks. And yes, they are mismatched to misalign with the boots. I like asymmetric design. So yeah, pants, we have a different color. Yeah, for those who don't remember, the old ones were green. I went for a more monotone sort of color. And they do have stress tears. Okay, that's enough looking at that. The hands. There's not much change there. They're pretty much the same, but you may notice that they're further down. That was a mistake that I had made in the original concept. I had mismeasured how long my arm should be. So that's been rectified. That's been something that's been bugging me. You may notice now, I will go a little further. The hood design is completely different. If I remember the old one, it had like the crisscross pattern. Yeah, we've now got something a little different. You know what? This is getting a little confusing even for me. So yeah. The metal arm's a bit different. I went for a more rustic coloring rather than the plain metal coloring that the previous version has. I think it works better because it gives the more of a red accent, which helps increase the asymmetry from the left and right side. And yeah, it has had a little bit of a rework for those who remember what the original looked like. You may also notice the hood has a zipper and pockets. In fact, there's actually like a opening in it. So let's go a little further. And you see that the vest, I think is the correct term, has a different design on it. Also that it doesn't have the single sleeve anymore. Well, as you can probably see, there's a bone there in my arm. Hang on, I'll zoom in on it so you can see better. Yeah, the arm's transparent and there's a bone. It is designed with the lower arm bone there as well, but there were a couple of issues just with design. This is more just me like realizing animation wise. So the long sleeve glove is covering the other arm part, the lower arm, but God. Atomically correct. So there are 2 bones in there. The problem is that when that arm twists at the wrist, those bones flex and fold over each other. And I just realized, like, trying to animate that was going to be a problem. So that's why there's the long sleeve glove. So yes, the bones are there. I could probably hide the long sleeve or pull the glove down so that you can see that part, but it just was becoming a bit of an issue. But yeah, they're there. They're there. You'll also notice I have a different undershirt. Red and the navy. That's new. The old model did have an undershirt, but it was just white with yellow around the cuff, or the neck. I probably wasn't too easy to see that, to be honest. I like this more open design because it just layers a little better and it gets more of the red and blue color scheme in while keeping the green and purple. People may think, yeah, I am overcolored, but there is a balancing act in all of it. Okay, now for the fun part. Just a little further. We're not showing off the head just yet. So here's the fun part of the model. You notice the heart's moving. That's hooked up to a heart rate monitor. That's my actual heartbeat going on there. That was the biggest addition to this model. I had been thinking about this since the 1.0 got finished up, to be honest. So yeah, I looked into whether I could do a heart monitor tracking for the model. I found a program that worked. I did some testing, got a heart rate monitor to do it, and then like, cool, everything works. So let's make it so that the model can use it. So that's the big thing for the 2.0 is this. I mean, yeah, there's been like the redesign aspects and other things, like the vest now has a ribcage design on it. That was something that I had been, I'm gonna be honest, like behind the scenes stuff. The vest had been the biggest pain in the neck in the original model to design. Because like the red and white color scheme was always a thing that I wanted to do with it, but it was the pattern for the white that had always been a problem. And just trying to come up with something that wasn't overly complicated. But yeah, finally it got the ribcage to kind of work for it. So yeah, that's the idea there. You'll also notice the shirt and the addition of like the little metal clips that are holding it all together. That's a design aspect that I had tinkered with the 1.0. I don't know if that was that noticeable. It's a little more now. And like the alternating pattern stripes and non-uniform design kind of gives the right impression that I was going for with the original. So yeah, I'm liking the design a lot more. Yeah. So yeah, if I try and control my heart a little bit and just slow the pace down. I could manually do it, but I'm trying to, you know what I mean? Like I can go into the program and just manually set what the rate is, but I'm trying to control my heart rate because I can do that a little bit. You'll notice it beats a little slower and then speed it up. Yeah, I'm not doing well at doing that. It's a lot easier to calm the heart rate and slow it than increase it. But yes, it will do the animation faster as my heart rate increases. So yeah, that's the fun bit. Also, you're probably seeing neck. That design's a little different from the original too. There's the actual neck bones in there. I mean, I've said in my lore poltergeist all this time, and I didn't really have like the whole spooky ghost aspect. So yeah, that's what the bone stuff is about, is bringing that in a little more. The heart thing is also part of that. So yeah, don't mind me being silly. Okay, the last part, the part that people are probably interested about, my face, the head. Oh boy. You know what? I'll let the ad run first. We'll force that to run and then we'll do that. I'm all nerves. I could have snoozed it, honestly. You know, while Twitch is stuck with the ad, YouTube side, I'm gonna say it here because I've been meaning to say it again. I really do appreciate that people have been watching the videos, subscribing, liking the videos, and just the general support on YouTube side of things. It has meant a great deal to me, particularly over the quietness with streams and other stresses that have been going on. I'm not going to go into that stuff because I prefer not to, but yeah, the support, just the general support and everything from YouTube has been a really big thing for me. I really do appreciate it. I can't express how much it has meant to me, and it's honestly been one of the big things that's just kept me going as far as like, I don't even know how to put that into words. Like, I feel like I would have given up, not just on streaming and YouTube, but being a creative person, and just spiraled out of control completely if it wasn't for the support that YouTube has given me. I'm still not in a great place entirely, and it's not like I'm, oh God, that sounds weird. It's not like I'm going to do anything or that. It's more just like my general mood and mental state has been apathetic. So yeah, thank you again to all the support from YouTube side of things. If you're watching this VOD later, or I guess maybe the cut of this that I'll do, yeah. God. Okay. Well, since Twitch is back with us, time to do the last part, the face reveal. Drumroll. God, I'm trying to hype myself up and get rid of the nerves, but it's not working. It's not working. Okay, just take the band-aid off and do it. Yipe. So yeah, my face is a bit different. A lot different, actually. So people probably remember the old model. My eyes were blue, not green, and were just a flat color. I kind of decided that design just didn't exactly work. Let's put it that way. So yeah, I tried to come up with something that I liked a little better, and so yeah, went with the green, and yeah, yes, it is. It was picked for contrast, not for anything else. It just makes the eyes like stand out against the rest of the face. That was the main thing. Because, you know, that's important. You can tell by my use of graphic language that yes, I'm a graphic design person. And other things. Yeah. There are a few other things, like the eye shape is very different. I realized that the eye shape kind of gave a different what's the word? Brain, come on. You don't do that much. Just work. It's like visual design language, like the big wide eyes give like innocence and stuff, and yeah, I realized that that's not really me. So I went for the longer this eye shape because it kind of reflects my tired, apathetic, and lazy side a little bit more. Also, you'll notice teeth. A nice set of fangs and stuff, as opposed to what the old model had. For those who didn't know, the old model did have teeth. I guess the easiest way to probably see that is they were used in the Selfish thumbnail, which is in the one-shots. Yeah, they're thin little daggers. Yeah, they weren't exactly what I was going for. This is more in line with what I wanted to do. You may notice there is a little oddity with the teeth. I'm trying to like think of the way to like word it without sounding weird. You got a good look there? Good. Yes. There were only 3 at the top with all the canines, which are the longer pointy ones. The fangs. Yeah, that's a reflection of real life. I only had 3 top teeth. Or, incisors? I think that's the term. Yeah, incisors. I only had 3. I only ever had 3 adult ones. The 4th one was never there. So yeah, that's a little bit of real world facts. So yeah, I decided to reflect that in the design a little bit, which is a bit of fun. Also, I have actual fangs. My canines are sharp, pointy little buggers. Oh dear. Oh yeah, you probably noticed the tail is there again. It's slightly different. Slightly. I'll duck down a little bit so you can see the plug end. That's mostly the same. The main difference is, if I can get it. Yeah, it's now got the gold spikes in it. You may notice that a lot of the vine work or cables, if you look behind me, hang on, I'll move out of the road. The cables all have that. That was a visual change up that I decided to do just because, well, it creates color contrast. But yeah, I'll shrink a little bit so that you can get the heart monitor in. Yeah. We still have faces, the other forms that my face can take. Let's see. I've only got like 6, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, a lot less than the previous model, but to be fair, I didn't use most of them on the previous model all that often, so limiting it a bit and just focusing on the main ones was the ones that I use mostly was a big thing. It's like I went a little overboard with the previous one, but to be fair, I kind of learnt like which ones I tend to use from that, so it wasn't a total waste of stuff. I don't know how to put it otherwise. So yeah. You can kind of see that I can pull faces. Like, so yeah, I've got a little bit more range with the mouth than the previous model, and that's just a thing of passage of time and technology getting a little better. So yeah, for anyone who's curious, because I didn't mention this till now, the model artist and the rigger are the same people from the previous model. I managed to get both Purple Peps and Arisu for getting this model all together. So if anyone's wondering, yes, I don't need to change the credits or anything for the 2.0. So yeah, that's I'm trying to remember where I put that information. If you see the 1.0 model debut stuff, it's in there. Handles haven't changed. I think I put the credits on the Twitch. I haven't put them in YouTube, to be fair. But it gets a little complicated with YouTube videos because there's stuff with the old model, there's stuff with the PNG, there's stuff without a model. It's not very consistent. So yeah, there's that. Right, the other faces. I'm going to check if the mute actually works. Okay, the mute works, but it's not muting me at the moment. I think that's bugged. I'm gonna have to fix that off stream. But yeah, new mute. Loading with the Frobber. I hate the fact that I know what it's called now. Idea, which I think, did I rig that up properly? Oh well. Okay, so we got the other ones. We've still got 3 more to do. Yep. So yeah, we got the sweat, nerves. I've called this one shock. I'm pretty sure what this one is. Oh, it's the exclamation. Yeah. And then the last one. Yeah, pretty self-explanatory. You may notice that a lot of the face ones they completely replace the face. And that's part of the design idea. Like, it's a CRT, it's a screen. I'm not fixed to having like just a facial expression. I can do images and stuff, and so I leaned into it. Like that was in the original like 1.0 design as well. So yeah, it makes sense to do it with the 2.0. And it's mainly just those ones. I think Sweat's the only one that keeps the face, but to be fair, I've got a lot of range on what I can do with my face. Like, you know, smile, frown. I don't know if I can actually do angry, but to be fair, I don't really get angry very often. So yeah. I could probably rig Sweat up to the heart rate monitor, and if it gets over a certain amount, but you know, sometimes your heart rate goes up because you're excited, because you're happy, because you're doing something that you shouldn't be. Oh dear. So yeah, that's all the faces I've got this time around. A lot less than prior models, but to be fair, it's probably better that I keep it to fewer just so that I can, you know, go, oh, I want to use this face real quick. I also plan to like rig a couple of other things up, or at least I've been considering putting shock to like raid events and stuff, but honestly I think it's probably better that I don't and just get into the habit of doing stuff manually. Yeah, this has been the little talk about what my model can do and stuff, and showing it off. Oh yeah, the inside of the hood, I didn't really talk on that. Nice little stripe pattern in there. I decided that to kind of break the color up, just because like having a solid color in there didn't work. And it's like, you know, have solid purple one side, solid green, even if you flip it, just looked weird. I happened to spot, and I'm giving away where I got the idea, I happened to spot one of Helly's hoodies that she'd got, and it had a striped pattern on the inside. I'm like, huh, that could work. Sometimes you just get inspiration from real world things. You'll also notice that the ends of the hoods are a bit different than the old one. I kind of just wanted to do away with what the tassels were and decided to do the sort of like ghostly spikes sort of thing. I know what I mean. So yeah, they don't dangle down, they're not as long anymore, but it took a lot of work trying to like get the design the way I wanted it to. Like there was a lot of like reworking and reworking that. Like I still have like all the files and stuff of like the rework, so it wasn't like, oh, I instantly know what the new model's going to look like. No, it probably took, since the model was done, 6 months maybe to flesh the design out. There was a lot of like back to the drawing board sort of things, particularly the hood, the vest, and like the design of like, hang on, design of like this area. I mean that's like an important part of the design, as like, you know, the shirt, the hoodie, the vest, like all of that is like big visual design sort of stuff. The other thing was color prominence. Like you may notice the old design is like very green blue sort of thing, and I realized like red is meant to be the more prominent color with the vest. It's like that's why the shirt is red navy. it kind of like brings the prominence of red to the forefront with the design to contrast the higher mana blue, because, you know, my face is blue. My visible body parts are blue. So I needed the visual, the color contrast to kind of balance. Because like blue is very prominent in the design. If I had green and purple be the other prominent colors, then I'm very like cool coded. Cool and hot colors, I know what I mean. So by increasing the amount of red in the design, I kind of balance that out to have not too cool the colors and have like a bit more warm colors, which helps me stand out from the backdrops that I do, because most of my my overlays have like a very prominent blue navy sort of color. So I figured I'd go for like a warmer tones in order to try and create the contrast so that I stand out a little better. Yeah, a lot of graphic design talk. I didn't expect that. Yeah. Is there much else to talk about? As far as the V2 model goes, no. Here's the full look. If I can, I need to go a little further back. The design all in one. There you go. Happy? You've had your look? Cool. I'm gonna get back in your face. Yes, I rigged pretty locations to move to.